some people don't like that I put the responsibility of the fact that we don't see good fights or the best fight the best like that is partly because of the fans. Some people didn't like that I put the responsibility back onto the fans because truthfully, that's where it's supposed to be. And if that made you feel uncomfortable, you're one of those people. Because what I said was very simple to understand. I want to see Tank take all the fights that y'all want to see. Guess what? I want to see the same thing. But it doesn't matter what I say. Because I've been preaching. I want Tank to do this. I want Tank to do that. I think Tank can take Lomachenko. I think they don't have enough faith in his skills. He's actually more talented than how they're playing him. I've always said that. But it doesn't matter how I feel. Because they're still going to move Tank how they're moving Tank. And at the end of the day, you can't negate the fact that he has no incentive to go and fight these people that you guys want him to fight, that we all want him to fight, because there's no credit that's going to come with it. You guys don't like that concept, but you don't mind discrediting. That's what it is. It's plain and simple. But I get it. You guys are thick in the brain. All right. So let me break it down in a way in which you can understand and you cannot deny. Okay. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. It's amazing that I even have to go to this extent. Devin Haney is the polar opposite of Gervonta Davis. Am I right or am I wrong? He's the polar opposite as far as what you guys are requesting. Devin Haney, he is that. He does that. He has done that. He is undisputed. So obviously, he's been moving in the opposite way that Tank has been moving. Am I correct? Yes, I am. Now, look at with him trying to fight the best, trying to get y'all the best fights. He's fighting Lomachenko for y'all, not himself. He's fighting it for the critics and he's fighting it to get that accolade, but y'all quickly snatch that from him. But Devin Haney is the total opposite. Undisputed, and he's not respected. Undisputed, and he was still requested to go challenge a guy who lost and has no belts. Undisputed, and he was still labeled as scared to the man who gave a belt up to him. Now, can you understand that? So let's say Tank Davis was going to move like Devin Haney. Let's say Tank Davis was going to move like Devin Haney. Guess what? You've already shown and proved what treatment he's going to get. So why don't they just keep doing what they're doing? Because as of right now, they are above the belts. Because Devin Haney is undisputed, but who's bigger? Devin Haney has all the belts, but the celebs show up for Gervonta. You won't never see as many celebs show up for anybody in boxing, not Canelo, not nobody. But everybody from Denzel on down recognize and see Tank. That's why they're moving him the way that they're moving him. Maybe if you guys actually rewarded the stuff that people like Devin Haney do, the stuff like Anthony Joshua does, the stuff like Terrence Crawford does, then maybe that will swing the pendulum in the other direction and we can start to get these fights that y'all claim that y'all want. But the truth of the matter is, you only want certain fighters to take tough fights. You want everybody else to take the easy road and get all the accolades. These guys take the hard road, get it the hard way, and still get disrespected while sitting at the top. But you can't understand why Tank is doing what he's doing or why he said what he said. I understand it. Even though I don't condone it, even though that's not what I want. But I didn't want Canelo to do what he's doing. Because Canelo is a spectacle fighter too. What do you think fighting your sparring partner coming off a loss is? What do you think trying to fight McAboo is? That's not real. We all know the real challenges we want him to take. You know what I'm saying? But one thing we can say about Canelo, at least sometimes he does venture out on the ledge. It's with caution, but at least sometimes he does it. But this is what I'm going to end it with right here. And this is going to be another shining example that you can't deny. At the end of the day, if you say Canelo is the face of boxing, and we can't get him to move in the direction that we want him to, the Benavidez, the Charlos, the Andres, or whatever. If the face of boxing is maneuvering around and is franchise champion and all that other stuff, how can you compel somebody else to do it that's on a lower tier when you got the guy at the top who's supposed to be an example of the sport taking all these soft touches and cherry picks? This is why I say not keeping that same energy fucks us all up, because eventually it will come to a point where you're going to want what you say to work in your favor, but it's not, because you chose to be selective. No, I'm going to ignore this, but you need to do A, B, and C. He over here fighting his bum. So what? He can do that. But this guy over here, you need to fight this guy, that guy, that. And the funny part is, even with him doing that, y'all still gonna talk shit. The credit will never come. You'll never say. It's obviously Gervonta Davis got skills. Why y'all still talking about his knockout power? Y'all don't want to see the skills. Y'all don't want to recognize the skills. Y'all didn't appreciate sweet science casually till Lomachenko came along. But before then, the sweet science was boring to you. You wanted an all-out brawl, stand in the middle and bang. Y'all never asked Lomachenko to stand in the middle and bang. Never. Y'all like it when he's strategic. Y'all like it when he pivots out the way. Y'all like when he uses movement. Y'all like all that. When Shakur Stevenson does it, boring as fuck. So once again, with these double standards, what compels them to fight these fights that y'all say that y'all want to see when y'all let other guys get away with the same shit? I'm just a person that keeps it even Steven. And y'all even get upset for me keeping it even. So that's why you got what you got. That's all I broke down to you. No reason to get in your feelings. Boy, boxing fans is amazing. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.